Hi, Jiyoung.
Hi.
Hi, thank you for having us over in your studio.
Thank you for coming.
We wanted to ask you about the double degree, a combination between the Bachelor of Fine Arts at the KABK and the Bachelor Art History of the Leiden University Bachelor Program Arts, Media and Society. Can you tell us something about this and specifically how these two different studies that you do at the same time, one very practical and one academic, strengthen each other for your practice?
I learned a lot about theory from Leiden University, and this is more related with sociology and how art related with our society, especially in museum or in project-based artwork, while I'm really learning about how to visualize my thoughts in KABK. To combine this thing together, I think my perspective is more richer and sharpened.
And are you currently working on something that reflects this combination between thinking and making?
Oh, actually, you can see from here, like this one and this one is about the project that I work on. The name is the hostile architecture, and it is studied from one of the lectures that I got from Leiden University. I was researching on the function of fences and how does it affect us. My interest is getting extended into the concept of borders because I think border and fences have a same affordance or same function at the same time. To translate my verbalized idea into the materialized, visualized artwork.
Okay, great. So actually what you pick up at Leiden University, you bring into the studio. Could you describe to us what studio life is to you?
I separate my days to study. Like for instance, from Monday to Wednesday, I study in Leiden University, more focusing on the theory part. And from Thursday and Friday, I try to more focus on my art practicing here. And that is my way of learning. As you can see, we shared our space together, and it is really open. And then because of that, we talk a lot, we discuss a lot. And actually, studio space is really good space for talking each other's and sharing our idea about art. Often we give feedback each other's, and we did together, for instance, collective drawing sessions or just collective discussion session every week. And I think by sharing our idea together, it is not closed-minded, more getting open-minded and open-minded, and it affects my idea and helpful to see, helpful to get new idea or new perspective from them.
Fantastic. Thanks for having us over. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you for coming to see my studio. Thanks.
Hi, this way.
Hey, Janneke.
Hi.
Thanks for inviting us over to your studio.
You're very welcome.
You are in your 4th year of printing and paintmaking at the Fine Arts Department of the KABK. Can you tell us why you chose this direction and what it entails?
Of course. Well, I chose the painting and printmaking department not just because I always wanted to make paintings. It was something in the 1st year that I thought, oh, this is something I like to do the most. But as the years went on, I kind of started to think more about what is it that I actually want to make, and not just what am I making because we have to have this discipline that we're deciding to. Yeah, you start to either sometimes reject the direction that you've chosen for, or you start to dive deeper into it. And I'm doing painting in a different way. I would look at my works as paintings, but not using paint, which is also very much something that we can do here.
And when you explain about your work and how you're researching painting, and we can see that the work that you're doing also entails embroidery, there's a theoretical component to that. And since you're in your 4th year, that also means that you're writing a thesis. Can you tell us about this process and how your thesis and practice inform or reinforce one another?
Yeah, I am super involved in my thesis right now. It's the most important thing ever. I can also show you whenever I open my laptop, it's full of reading and writing and rewriting and researching. So I thought it was really important for me to have these two things, my artistic practice and my research-based practice, be super intertwined, because it's not that we're writing the thesis about our own work specifically, but you have this time to research further into the works that you are developing. And I try to think of creating a visual language onto a canvas, let's say.
Great, thank you. And we see there's quite a lot of work exposed in your studio right now. Is there something that you could show us that you're working on right now and tell us a little bit about?
Yeah, we just had the pre-grad exhibition, so this is why I kind of have my works just laying here. This is a work that I have finished recently. It's just nice to have this studio space, to have everything that's that you're trying to work out also physically in the space. So it's like your actual space in a way. When I was painting before, I had this very apparent internal dialogue that I thought was very interesting, but interestingly enough not would come into the painting. So I started to think more on how this could be more apparent in my work. And using the sewing machine instead of using a paintbrush gave me a really different approach to the medium as well. And yeah, they're now here because we recently moved.
Yeah, great. Well, I look forward to seeing them at the graduation show.
Yeah, me too.
Hey, Iver.
Hey.
Thanks for having us over in your
course.
studio. So you're currently in your last year of studying sculpture at the Fine Arts Department of the KABK. Can you tell us something about how you worked, about your graduation?
So right now I'm working on my thesis and I'm using it as a chance to reassess my practice as I've developed it over the past few years. And I'm hoping that in doing that, in writing about my own practice and analyzing other artists' practices who work similarly to me or in a way I admire it, then I'm hoping through the analyzation of this that I can better understand my own practice. So when I go into my final project, I'll know a bit more about how my practice works.
And what role do tutors play in this?
Well, the nice thing about the tutors, I think, is that they all have such vastly different experiences. So, I mean, all the tutors have different perspectives when it comes to any kind of project, so it's really helpful to talk to each one of them and then get all these different opinions and then maybe pick and choose which opinions you like and which you don't. Looking at how your project can be viewed from angles that you don't really see yourself.
And if you look back at your almost 4 years of studies at the KABK Fine Arts Department, what would you say has been important or most important in the development of your practice?
The most important part about studying art, I think, is to have a community around you. Like the people that you study with, I think, are the people who push you and inspire you. It's crucial in an art study to have people around you who are passionate and supportive, and in the KBK I think we're very lucky to have a very supportive and passionate community.
Well, thank you for having us over for a bit.
No worries.